Hello, Jerome Fryer here of Dynamic Disc Designs. I just wanted to give you a little video. I know yesterday during the online seminar with MSK Plus, there was a bit of a technical glitch because I had to switch to my mobile here to give a bird's eye view or a POV of the model, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I was wanting to hope to share with you. I wanted to share with you the model, plus I also want to do a little demo on the process here, looking at the different subtypes of disc herniation. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a scalpel to incise different aspects of the annulus to give a visual on the model that that I'm giving away. Plus I also wanted to give you sort of some ideas on, I think that where the disc herniation occurs is important and can help us put together a prognosis and treatment plan around these people that suffer from disc herniation. So here's the model giveaway. Okay, an L5 motion segment. Right, with good disc height. Anteriorly, we've got 12. On the posterior, we've got 10. This is created with a nucleus and an annulus. I've even worked to demonstrate the realism of the section of the cauda equina here with the DRGs. Right, so this is L4, this is L5. So this model, under compression, I have already created a tear in the foramen. So you can see under compressive loads, in particular in deflection compressive loads, the nucleus will actually extrude. Well, it's supposed to extrude. Oh, there we go, right? Takes a little bit of, there we go. Just takes a little bit of working to get it done. But you can see the two. Right, so the nucleus will actually, there we go, right? So it just needs to be warmed up a little bit. There we go, okay? So you can see that this one here, this tear right here, is in that subarticular zone. Subarticular, primarily because when surgeons do, surgery underneath the joint, but it's actually the medial aspect, is right at that lateral recess. Right? So you can see the nucleus, how it extrudes. Right? And just lateral to that, interestingly, in order to drive the nucleus into the foramen, the model needs to be bent laterally a little bit more. And under compressive loads, you can see that it'll come out more of the foramen. Right? So pretty neat, because it starts to behave, this model starts to behave realistically. So here, I'll show you, and then this model, I mean, these nerves get inserted up into this here, and you can see how pulling these into the respective foramen, that a subarticular, right, or a paramedian will affect this nerve here, most commonly posterior lateral, right? That's usually where we see these herniations just adjacent to the PLL, will affect this nerve here, this L5 nerve root. Conversely, with something that is a little bit more foraminal, John Taylor talked about this, you can have an effect more so on the DRG, and you can see, and if it comes extra foraminal, it'll affect the L4 nerve root here. So why don't we, I'll show you. So what I've done here is I've pulled off the posterior elements, and just for fun, let's put an incision right at, so here is the lateral recess right here. Right, here's actually a laminectomy model, just just to give you guys an idea. All right, so here's the lateral recess right here. This is a different model altogether. This is degenerative with disc height loss and facet arthropathy driving into the IVF here. But I'm going to put a tear at this region right here. So I pulled off the posterior elements. And you can see the model is created with the nucleus and an annulus. Right? You can see that down through here. I've got a radial fissure, a circumferential fissure, and there's an end plate pores, a bit of a partial fissure on this side here. But under load, right, this is already a circumferential disc bulge. So you can see that it extends beyond the border of the vertebral body all the way around the full periphery with a superimposed protrusion. Right? So under load, extension load, you can see how that, right, the protrusion will accentuate. And flexion, it comes up taut. That's why in some cases you've got flexion that actually helps because it opens up the IVF. But if you have a flexion intolerant patient, okay, let's just put it right here, right at the lateral recess as the nerve, that's that L5 nerve root goes right underneath here, underneath this pedicle. Let's put a tear right here, okay? So let's watch what happens in flex. Let's put a tear. Okay, there we go. So nerve root, right, you're going to sit like that, just like this. So under flexion load now, what's going to happen? Right? We've got that nucleus driving posteriorly. Of course, that's going to have an effect on the nerve root if it sits right here and giving you radicular symptoms. So, interesting. And there's the aspect of neural dynamics too. So this moves up about 4 millimeters, you know, with straight leg raise. Straight leg raise will pull this taut. Right? It'll pull it taut up against a, in this case, an extruded. Right? So it'll pull it taut, right? Oh. Anyways, I hope that's helpful. I thought, why not pop on here? But that's what I was trying to demonstrate yesterday, or wanting to demonstrate yesterday, but the video cut off. So, all right, all the best, and go get them. May the best outcomes be with you.